Okay, so as in the last video we have discussed about the oligosaccharides. So today we are going to discuss about the last classified branch or type of the carbohydrates, that is polysaccharides. Alright, so let me write here the topic first. I'm writing. Okay. So we will be discussing about polysaccharides today. As we have discussed the oligosaccharides and monosaccharides, like we have discussed the term first, what does the term mean. So here we'll be discussing about this term first too. Alright, so as you can see this word poly, alright, this word poly means many. Wait, let me write this here. Here we have poly. Initially it is the Greek word. It is the Greek word. Poly means many. Alright, here I'm writing poly means many. So as you can see, like we have discussed about the monosaccharides as well as oligosaccharides as well. So monosaccharides, like mono means one only and oligo means few. Now poly means many, like there would be many more monosaccharides. Alright, so as you can see here, initially we should talk about the definition of the polysaccharide. What are the polysaccharides? Alright, we have discussed the term, what does mean by the poly, and that is many. So now we are going to discuss about the definition of it. Alright, so what it says, like these carbohydrates produce more than 10 monosaccharides on hydrolysis. When I'll be making this compound react with water, it will produce more than 10 monosaccharides. Alright, oligosaccharides were producing 2 to 9. Here I've written 2 to 10 monosaccharides, and while monosaccharides were the monosaccharides, and here polysaccharides will be producing more than 10 monosaccharides when I'll be making it react with water. Alright, so let me write here the definition first, what it says. Okay. So here I am writing its definition. These carbohydrates produce more than 10 monosaccharides on hydrolysis. Alright, let me write this here, on hydrolysis. And I have already told you what is hydrolysis. Alright, we are going to see the reaction too, like how 10 or more than 10 monosaccharides are producing. Alright, so here let me write the reaction. Let me give the heading here first. So we are going to talk about the reaction. What's the reaction? Alright, so initially I'm going to write here the reactants. What are the reactants in this case? Wait, let me write here down. C6, wait, H10, O5, here number of cellulose or starch. Alright, cellulose or starch. This is a polysaccharide. Alright, here the number depends, either it would be 2, 3, 4, 5 and etc. Alright, so here I am making it react with water so that I can perform hydrolysis. So here we have our water. Alright, wait, this is the reaction we do have. Here I am mentioning that we are performing hydrolysis. And what it will produce? N number of monosaccharides, because we don't know what like how many it would be producing monosaccharides, so we are just going to write here n number of monosaccharides, n number of H6 H12O6, and we know that this is the monosaccharide, so this will produce n number of monosaccharides. This is glucose. Alright, so this is the reaction we do have, as I have written here the reaction too. So now we are going towards its sources, alright, where it is present or its application. So we should talk about that as well, so that it can be more clear to you where polysaccharides would be found. Alright, so cellulose is the polysaccharide, we know that. Wait, let me write that down. We have cellulose. Alright, we have starch, that is the polysaccharide as well. And starch is present where? It is the plant origin, basically. Plant origin. Alright, then we have glucagon. Wait, let me write that down. We have glycagon, and this is the animal origin, we know that too. Animal origin. Alright, then we have what? We have amylase. Wait, let me write that as well. Amylase and etc. Alright, so these are all what? These are all common polysaccharides. Wait, let me write this down. These all are what? Common polysaccharides. Here we have common polysaccharides. So let me tell you again, what are these common polysaccharides. These are cellulose, starch. Starch is basically the plant origin. Then we have glycagon, which is the animal origin. We have amylase and etc. Alright, so many are included. And these are also known as what? These are also known as polymeric carbohydrates. As just because these are polysaccharides, so they are also known as polymeric carbohydrates. So let me write that as well. These are all known as what? These are known as polymeric carbohydrates. Alright, so these are the polymeric carbohydrates. So here we have discussed about the polysaccharides as well. Alright, so we have discussed about the classification of carbohydrates, in which we have discussed about monosaccharides, oligosaccharides, and today we have discussed about the polysaccharides as well. In the next class, we'll be going with uses of carbohydrates. So this was all for today.